what are you hoping people will learn from your discussion of sexuality? Um, are there certain expectations that you're trying to debunk as you're teaching folks about sexuality? Are you helping them to explore their own? Um, and also, what kind of work do you do around survivor-specific sexuality?
Right. So the work around sexuality is it's broad, right? And so I started talking about sex, sexuality, and gender because I feel like it connects us all. It absolutely connects us all. And when we think about homophobia, transphobia, all these things, lesbophobia, biphobia, all of these things have to do with sex and sexuality. But cis and heterosexual folks seem far removed from that. That sexuality is only an issue for, or even when we think about BDSM and kink, that's only over there, right? But these things affect us all in a lot of ways. So I like to talk about sexuality as a personal, but also as a political, right? How is sex political? Sex is very political when we think about the abortion issue, when we think about not too long ago, we had sodomy laws on the books, when we think about um, the poor women being sterilized, right? When we think about welfare reform and programs through welfare reform that were uh, giving women the birth control that you insert in your arm, which I forget the name of right now, but doing things like that, all of that has to do with sex and sexuality. And then there's a component of race and class as well in there. So I wanted to like broaden people's minds of when we think about sex, don't think about one aspect of sex like the act of doing, right? It goes beyond that. It goes to relationship structures. It goes to um even how we help raise our queer kids, right? It goes to all of it, right? And so that is kind of like the, I guess, the journey that I've been on, right? Really talking to folks and saying this is an issue for all of us to talk about. It's not just a gay issue. It's not a, kinky issue. It's all of this. It's about government control of our bodies and how we use our bodies, how we have sex with other people, and the relationships that we have. So I wanted to talk about it in that sense. And then another aspect of the sexuality work that I do is around survivor stuff because I am a survivor of child sexual abuse, incest, and rape. And so um, my journey began with my own healing, right? So healing from that trauma and the lifelong journey from healing from that trauma, I wanted to connect with other folks that were going through the same things that I was going through, and also wanting to find an empowered place in my own body. So I do right now through the Just Beginnings Collaborative. I got a fellowship for 2 years to do the Heal Project, which is Hidden Encounters, Altered Lives, and it is a project that focuses, like the core of it is that comprehensive sexuality education is the key to ending child sexual abuse. I think there are many things that can help end child sexual abuse, but I think that is a core piece for me. Um, Sex and sexuality is so taboo and hidden and secret, which is a perfect thing for a predator, right? Um, so we need to be talking about sex and sexuality in such an open and celebratory way so that this is not a secret thing. This is not anything that can be held over someone, that the trans kid or the queer kid is not going to be targeted because they're hiding who they are or don't know who they are yet. Um, so yeah, so all of those things kind of connect for me. It is sex and sexuality are very much political, and if we think it's not, then we're absolutely wrong. It is something that we need to be talking about um, very openly with our children, with each other, and I think that that would shift a lot of the ways in which we connect with one another, how we see one another, and how we love one another.